I'm learning this.
Okay, tell me why you're doing this.
Why I'm doing what?
Why did you just write all that?
Because it said fx is equal to the first one, and then it said the line y equals that, so they're both equal to each other.
Why are they both equal to each other?
Because they're both y.
Because,
Two
Cameron,
points.
it say that they intersect, so it must mean that those two functions are equal to each other. I mean, secretly, you probably shouldn't write y equals for the first one because it's an fx, but the key here is that this situation here happened. So they are two equal to each other. Right, what did you do there?
Okay, I multiply them all by x to get rid of x as a number.
Okay, good.
After this, I don't know what I did.
So what did you do there?
I put it in the simultaneous equation.
You didn't.
I didn't? No, no, simultaneous equation, yes. There you go, that's the one.
You've rearranged it so it's equals 0, yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because you recognize that you had like terms, so you've put it all the same side. And what format, so we've just established that this is now looking like a quadratic equation. Yep. So we go back up to the original question where it starts talking about something that you have to remember. So here it says that there are two distinct points. So this is where we have to remember what tells us about the number of points that we're going to have.
B squared minus 4AC.
Yeah, what's that known as?
Discriminant.
The discriminant. Good. So we know that so we're going to write now two different points. So we're going to write the words two different points. Means b squared minus 4ac has to be what? Greater than 0. Okay? Two different points. Okay, so now we need to find an expression for the discriminant. So what's A, what's B, what's C?
A was 1.
Yep.
B is -2.
Careful, A is 1, B is,
-2.
no, negative 2m, thanks Karina. And C is, okay. Pardon? Yeah. Like you go.
Still good? Okay.
Okay, so we know that m squared has to be greater than 1. So remember, this is where you've got to be careful when we're square rooting it because it's inequalities. So you've got to really think about this. So it's your two basic options are going to be either that your m is between -1 and 1, or you're going to have m is less than -1 and m is greater than 1. they're your two different options. Either your value of m is going to be in between -1 and 1, or it's going to be less than -1 and greater than 1. Okay, so they're your two different options when you're square rooting an inequality. And your so whenever you're, because this is an inequality, it's not just an equal sign. So if that had said m squared equals 1, you would just square root both sides and have m is equal to plus or minus 1. Done. But when we've got this inequality, you've got two different options. Either your value of m is between -1 and 1, or it's less than -1 or greater than 1. That's just the rules of when we're square rooting inequalities. These are, we've got to choose which one is the correct one. Okay? And we're going to choose, one of those is wrong. So we're going to choose because we're going to say to ourselves that our value of m, when we square it, it has to be greater than 1. So we say if it was this situation here, and we're saying it's between -1 and 1, tell me a number between -1 and 1. 0. Okay? When we square 0, what do we get? 0. So 0 times 0 is 0. Is that greater than 1? No. Okay, so therefore this one is going to be incorrect. We just need to double check that this one is correct. If m was less than less than -1, tell me a number that's less than -1. -2. What's -2 squared? 4. Is that greater than 1? Yes? Okay, so that's looking good. Just double check or triple check. When m is greater than 1, we're looking at a number like 2. When 2 squared is 4, that's also, so it's this situation here. Okay, so our answer is going to be m is less than -1 or m is greater than 1. That's your answer.